Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Jess and welcome back to Planted Hippie. Welcome back to another video, you guys. I know it has been another few weeks since I have uploaded, but last week when I was going to start editing and putting together the current video that I'm now doing, I and Austin actually got COVID a few days ago. So we have just been home recovering, staying home from work and away from people, staying in the house and just sort of getting better. And today was the first day that I actually had kind of enough energy to kind of move around the house and take care of some of the plants. And I also thought I could get the video that I was trying to work on last week whenever I got sick started today. So today I thought I could go ahead and get that video filmed for you all and show you Austin and I's experience at the International Aroid Show down in Miami, Florida. It happened just a few weeks ago, right before we got sick, and it was a really great time. Me and my mom and Austin all attended together, and it was just a really great time, and I cannot wait to show you guys the footage from it. We had a really fun time just looking at all the plants, getting to meet, of course, more planty people, seeing all the shops and vendors that were available. My mom has always been super into plants, and she was actually always has been into plants since I was a kid, and it wasn't until 2021 that I actually got into plants myself. So my mom is definitely like the OG in plant collecting and taking care of plants, so she definitely instilled that little green thumb in me, even though she likes to joke that she's not really great at taking care of the plants as good as I am, but she just loves them just as much as I do. So I and her and even Austin ended up getting some plants too, so I cannot wait to show you guys the footage from the show as well as the plants I ended up picking up during our trip. I'm also going to be including footage from our other little adventure that we had on our way home from the show, which was stopping by one of my favorite nurseries in Florida, which is Perfect Choice. It is in Southwest Ranches near kind of Fort Lauderdale area of Florida, and I had to stop by on my way home and pick up a super big wishlist plant that I cannot wait to show you guys. So without further ado, I'm just going to show some footage from the show, then I will go ahead and cut to footage from Perfect Choice, and then I will finish up the video coming back here and showing you all the plants that I did purchase. There are little snippets from the show footage that you are going to see some of the plants that I purchased, but I will surprise you guys at the end with the plant that I got from Perfect Choice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see the footage from the show and the nursery. show. My mom is over here chilling. We came inside to see the plants that are being judged for the show, and it's been really cool getting to chill out in the AC. It's really hot. But I already have a few plants I picked up, so let's go see what I've acquired so far. So this is what I have so far. Got my hands on a beautiful variegated money tree. My mom got herself a variegated banana baby. And what's not in the frame right now is I left it at the booth so I can go pick it up later, and I did have to carry it around in the sun, is a huge strawberry shake philodendron. So I will definitely be including that once we go pick it up from the booth once we're done shopping. But yeah, I'm so excited. Look at our baby so far. It's so amazing in here. All the people and having so much fun. This is the one I picked out. Isn't it so huge? Amazing. There's 2 in one. This one I hope gets a little bit more variegated as it continues, but at least it comes from a nice variegated guy. And this one is super variegated. It's really nicely variegated on the stem here if you want to take a look. It's really good stem variegation, so I'm super excited. So hopefully, grow this out to be huge. That's a fried egg. Whoa, it looks so cool. Alrighty, so I hope you really enjoyed seeing the footage of the show and getting to kind of see my mom and Austin and us talking about all the plants and getting to see the judging plants. Some of those were really cool. So I definitely wanted to share with you all the rest of the plants, a little up close look and kind of update and see how they're doing since I brought them home about coming on 3 weeks ago now. Everything has acclimated really well, and yeah, I just really wanted to show you all a better up close look like I did with the strawberry shake. I did leave that in the tent to just keep on acclimating. It is putting out new leaves at the moment, so I didn't really want to disturb it, and it is kind of heavy, so I didn't want to bring it over here. I will grab some footage from the tent that it is sitting in. It is in Austin's grow tent, continuing to acclimate and put out new leaves, and if you can see that it has a really fresh one on the more non-variegated vine, and it is putting out and starting to unfurl a new leaf on the very variegated vine. So I'm really excited to see that new leaf come out, and I will be posting that whenever it does unfurl on my Instagram, so make sure to follow there to see any updates on these new plants. But I did want to go ahead and show you all one of the most unexpected plants that I didn't know I would be getting when I was at the show. I had no idea I would even find one, let alone for such a great price, and I am so happy to show you guys my variegated money tree. I will leave the proper name for it up on screen, but as you can see, I will try to hide my face. It has the most beautiful marble variegation, very speckly and detailed and just so pretty. I am trying to hide my face. It just reminds me of like little cookies and cream. And as soon as I saw this beautiful plant, I knew I had to have it. It has been a wish list plant for so long. And the really unique thing about this variegated money tree, I think the most, is that it was actually grown from seed. It is not grafted or whatever that other term is called, where they kind of just stick it to a normal money tree. This is a fully rooted, and where's that big old root? There she is. It is completely rooted in this little cup here, and it has actually grown. This root was probably like only about to like right here, and it's started to grow up, and more little roots have started to show up on the sides as well, more veiny looking ones. And I was just so shook whenever I found out that it was seed grown, and I googled it and they can be seed grown, and I was just really I was just really shocked to find out that they could be seed grown, and I pounced on it. And again, it has just really acclimated well. It is rooting in sphagnum moss, and I think once it roots out just a little bit more, I will be going ahead and moving it to soil, a nice chunky airy soil mixture that I have my other money trees in that are doing great. So I will probably end up doing the same for it. And just look at that freaking plant, guys. It is so beautiful. I'm so happy that I was able to pick up this magnificent plant. It was really funny, the footage from the show where I'm kind of panning and showing you guys the plants at first. My mom had just got done telling me that about 5 to 10 people had already stopped by the time we had looked at all of the plants that were being judged. About 5 to 10 people had already stopped and asked her where she got the money tree and if they could actually buy it off of her. So I thought that was really funny, and there were 3 available at the booth that I went and got mine at. So hopefully those people ended up seeing them throughout the show, but I was away from my mom, so she couldn't really help them in telling them where I got it from. But I am just so ecstatic that I was able to get such a beautiful plant, seed grown and rooted and just absolutely thriving. The way it was kind of growing too, it reminded me of my mom, of like the tree of life from Lion King and all that. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I have such a beautiful plant in my collection now, and I cannot wait to share with you guys when it puts out a new leaf. If you can kind of see here, that she is putting out a little new baby hand. I'll try and focus on her more. But yeah, as you can see, she is putting out just a tiny new baby hand, and I am really hoping that that new little leaf comes out beautifully. I have moved her from the acclimating sort of tent that everyone kind of gets put in with Austin's nice 100% humidity grow tent, and now she is just chilling in the normal plant room at around 80 to 90%. So hopefully that is still good enough. And the reason why I did move her out was obviously she's done acclimating. It's been in there for about 2, almost 3 weeks now, like I said. And I noticed whenever I did go to move it that the trunk was just really moist. Not like squishy or anything. Now that it's in the plant room, it obviously has dried out. I just don't think it was getting enough airflow to dry off like the little bark that they have on their little trunks, that it's almost like papery, and I didn't want any like stem rot to happen, so I went ahead and moved her, and now it is all nice and dry and looking good. So it kind of freaked me out, but everything was good, so luckily nothing happened there. And it is continuing to do really well in the plant room, it seems like. So again, I'm just so excited to have this beautiful plant in my collection, and it's just so obsessed. So please follow me on Instagram if you want to keep updated on how this beauty develops and how that new little baby leaf comes out, because I'm sure it's going to be so cute when it first emerges and starts to show its variegation. And I will definitely be taking lots of pictures and posting on my story, so be sure to follow there. Alright, so the other plant that was in that video and was shown off and was actually my mom's plant, was a variegated banana tree. And we actually saw very, very large specimens of this plant at Calvin's greenhouses at Tennessee Tropicals whenever we visited back in August. And my mom and dad absolutely fell in love with the variegated banana trees. So whenever we were in Florida, we actually saw some of these little baby variegated banana trees for sale at the same place that I got my money tree. So my mom, being my very sweet, caring mom, knows how much my dad was obsessed with the trees at Calvin's, and she ended up purchasing one for him for a little gift. So as you can see, it has started to pop up here. It is very, very happy and content, I think, and the lady who did sell us this mentioned that it probably was ready to go ahead and be repotted into a more tropical, airy, aroid kind of mixture that it is more used to. So I will probably be doing that here soon, and I did want to show you guys it before I did do that. And I'm just super happy that it seems to be acclimating pretty well to the tent. Again, we had everything put into the tent and it is doing really well. As you can see, it is putting out a new leaf here, and I can kind of look down into it a little bit, and it does have slight variegation on it, so I'm happy that it's not reverting or anything, so that's really, really good as well. It is just a really, really cool find, and I cannot wait for this to get big and beautiful one day, and hopefully my parents will be able to take it back once it is big and beautiful and they're able to watch it and care for it like they're supposed to. But until then, I will be their little plant babysitter for this beautiful plant. So very, very cool, very rare plant indeed. And again, my mom got a really, really great price on such a little baby. And again, when we were walking around the show afterward, we explored the gardens and everything, since the show was in the Fairchild Botanical Gardens. We showed my mom the rest of the greenhouses that were there, and everyone was stopping us and asking us, where did you get the variegated money tree and where did you get that beautiful baby variegated banana, because we have only seen those giant ones and they were going for thousands of dollars at the show. So we got a really good price on this one, and I just know my mom is really, really happy to be the proud owner of a variegated banana now. So really, really happy for her. Surprise, Dad, if you're watching, we got you this beautiful little baby banana, and hopefully I'll give it back to you once it's big and beautiful. And then I'm not too sure how much footage I ended up filming at the Perfect Choice nursery, just because I was so excited and pumped whenever my mom said and agreed to helping me pay for my wish list #1 dream plant that I was looking for that weekend. And without further ado, I did want to go ahead and show you guys this amazing, like, holy grail plant. It is a baby, very immature. It looks very, very different than it will whenever it starts to fenestrate and take off as a more mature plant. But even as a juvenile, it is so amazing to see such an amazing little plant. And here it is, the Monstera Burley Marks Flame. Such a freaking cool plant. As you can see, it differs so much from the normal Monstera deliciosa or even the Syriana that I just purchased from Red Leaf. And as you can see, even in juvenile form, they are so slender and different. And I will be popping up more mature photos of what this plant will look like one day, hopefully in the near future. And I am just so pumped to show you guys this amazing plant. It is so beautiful. This is the newest leaf that was coming out when I purchased it. So I purchased it thinking, like, you know, it's putting out a new growth, it must be healthy. Perfect Choice always sells amazing plants. Again, that's where I got my Monstera albo, as well as my Philodendron Florida Beauty, which are both doing amazing and have never really skipped a beat since I brought them home. And I have made lots of sales off of my albo, and will hopefully be making sales off of my Florida Beauty one day once it outgrows its pole. I am just so excited to add another little holy grail wishlist plant from my favorite nursery. And actually, when I was pulling it out of the grow tent, I noticed this little cute root shooting out the bottom. So that means something good, right? Like there is really good root growth happening. It was really bright white whenever I first took it out, but obviously it has been out of the humidity for a bit now and it is turning a bit brown. So I'm trying to be a bit fast while talking about her because I don't want this cute little juicy root to dry up, and I'm gonna pop it back into the tent as soon as I'm done. But I just wanted to give this plant such a cool showcase because just look at that leaf. And you can really tell that this leaf will one day just sort of open up and become really flame-like, and that's where it gets its name. And I just think it is just such a unique, cool plant. Not a lot of people have this monstera, and it is obviously very sought after. And I am just so lucky to be able to call this plant mine. And yeah, I am just so lucky to be the now proud owner of a monstera Burley Marks Flame. I cannot wait for this plant to continue to develop. And yeah, I just can't wait for this plant to mature and start to develop those signature, really deep fenestrations. And I, again, will keep you guys updated and let you guys know how it continues to develop. And yeah, I am, again, really thankful for such an amazing mom who supports my passion for plants. And I don't know what I would do without you, Mom, so thank you for such a fun-filled planty weekend with me and Austin. We always have so much fun with you, and thank you for the beautiful plants again. And yeah, that is all of the plants that we ended up purchasing that weekend. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the outro. Alrighty, so that does bring us to the end of today's video. I so do hope you enjoyed getting to see our time at the International Aroid Show, as well as getting to see all of our new plant babies. So if you did enjoy and stick all the way to the end, I do appreciate you, and please ask that you leave a like, maybe even a comment down below, or even subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video, and to help me keep on planting. Please also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at planted.hippie, where I post new planty photos daily. So with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!